Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
Bob Mill.
There you go.
The
We got
Bob
it.
Mill Weather Center, not just any weather center.
There you go. And fall in the air, right, Lace?
Guys, it is chilly as we start off your Monday. We're talking temperatures down, flirting with freezing. Some areas just below freezing. Some patchy frost on the pumpkin as we start off your Monday. So heading back to work, getting into the swing of things as the kiddos are heading to school. It is chilly this morning, and what a wonderful weekend. So Friday, portions of Oklahoma, it was visible to see the Falcon 9 rocket launch. So folks were like, what is going on in the sky? Then Saturday, we had the solar eclipse. So many folks sent in pictures, and we love this. Little Weston got his glasses on, and he's looking at that shadow from the moon coming up over the sun. Jan sent us this picture of the kiddos there, also using the viewer like we talked about here on News 9, so that way you could view the shadow coming over and see that crescent sun. It looked so stinking cool. I love these pictures coming in of folks with the filtered sunshine through the trees, which cast the shadow of the eclipse. David sent us that picture, and I love when folks can have the really awesome camera, the telescopic lens, and even the telescope, and put together these time lapses of the pictures. That's the moon going right over the sun. It got dark. We dropped 2 degrees in central Oklahoma as the moon was filtering out the solar rays on Saturday. Pretty stinking awesome. Now, behind the system that brought us the cold front on Friday, down the low levels of the atmosphere, that is causing a cold front to push further down to the south over Florida, and now winds are going light. Skies are clearing out, and temperatures have bottomed out. These are the lows so far this morning. A couple areas could drop a degree or 2 more as we get closer to sunrise. It's 41 in Midwest City, 40 in Moore, 39 in Shawnee, 31 Edmond, light freeze, 32 degrees in El Reno, 31 now in Camargo, 35 in Hobart, 38 in Pauls Valley. Shawnee also 39. There are 30s in Payne County to the north. So a light freeze for some, patchy frost for others, and we'll see these temperatures get a lot warmer. Today's the coldest start that you will see over the next 9 days. Winds are out of the north. They're 5 to 10. So there is a little bit of a wind chill. You'll definitely want the extra layer, the coat this morning. Make sure the kiddos are bundled up. 26 in El Reno, 29 in Guthrie, 38 degrees in Midwest City. Winds aren't crazy. They're pretty light, but does have to be factored in. So some 20s, 29 Hobart, 28 Camargo, 26 in Buffalo, 27 in Medford for a wind chill for your Monday. Sunny skies today. All the clouds from yesterday moving out, 55 by noon, and still pretty cool. North winds prevail, and that keeps us in the low 60s across the region. Low 60s, 64 in Ardmore. We will see the north wind continue into the afternoon, and the jet stream level is still pulling in Canadian air, but that's about to change. And see all this mess going on water vapor imagery, a lot of boiling and percolation going on down along the equator. That's eventually going to try to get organized into a tropical system, tropical storm, maybe even a hurricane that will move up over Mexico this week. And by next week, some of that moisture will try to make it up into Oklahoma. This is a long way out, and unfortunately, this is our next best chance of rain. We're looking for it. We need it. Many areas have gone over a month without rain, and we do desperately need it. There's a front moving through. We've been talking about this one. It comes through Wednesday, does give us a north wind briefly, brings in some slightly cooler temps, but it's dry. There's just not a lot to work with as it moves by. We start to warm it back up. 70s, 80s come back, making your way into the weekend. Weak front does push in this weekend, and what we'll really start to focus on is we'll see what this system does down to the south and southwest of Mexico over the warm Pacific waters. The moisture from that and the energy from that comes up over Oklahoma on the end of your 9-day. And sometimes these types of systems can bring flooding rains to Oklahoma. Sometimes the steering winds take them to the east to the west, and we don't get a drop. So we're watching it, we're eyeing it. It's a long way away. Still some 30s tonight, but warmer, not expecting much in the way of frost, and we will see winds a little bit stronger out of the south. Tomorrow, back into the 70s and 80s, and Wednesday, here comes the front, 70s, some 80s around. It's not a strong front. We're still above average. We're even hotter heading into the next several days into your weekend. Some 80s before rain chances come back into the forecast. Looking good for now at the end of your 9-day. And we're coming back after this break.